Not really, but I drive fast, don't tell nobody. Gotcha. How many of y'all in here got a black mama? A black mom. Okay. It was a trick question. You passed. Congratulations. Yeah, I got one of them real black moms. Let me tell you something. So I've probably been whooped more times. No, let's change that. I've probably been beat more times. You know, there's a difference between spankings. I didn't get to fill out what those were. Did you get spankings? No, I didn't. You got whoopings and beatings, right? With you know, one of them that she picked up whatever she had and hit you, right? Boom. See, you know what I'm talking about. What about you? Did you get spankings? Watch this, sir. Did you get spankings? I got you. So yeah, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I got this beating one time, and my mom, she told me, she said, after I whoop you, your daddy gonna whoop you. Okay then. So I was smart. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna figure something out this time, because I'm tired of getting whoopings. So I said, what can I do? So I heard the garage coming up, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. So my mom was sitting on the couch, and I took off and I ran into the kitchen. And I looked in the cabinet, and I saw peanut butter. I said, okay then, what can I do with this peanut butter? And I started thinking, and I said, I'm acting like I booed on myself. She won't work me. So I go to the kitchen, and I open up the cabinet. I did it like this. I opened it up so she couldn't hear it, because you know you got the crack in the black house when you open up the cabinets and stuff. So I opened it up, and I went in there, and I grabbed the peanut butter, and I said, now how am I going to get back to my room and her not see me holding this big old giant thing? Because you don't buy the small things of peanut butter. No, why would you? You got to buy the, creamy peanut butter. See, I was smart. I thought this out. So I went in there, and I grabbed the peanut butter, and I said, how am I going to get back? Well, the only thing I knew to do was just run. Well, she didn't say nothing, because she was already mad at me because I was finna get a whooping. So I got back to my room, and I heard the garage coming up, and the only thing I knew to do was just drop my drawers and start spreading the peanut butter across my booty. I spread it, and I put it on my underwear, and I said, Mom said, KeyAndre, come on in here. I said, whoo. She didn't give him no time to get off. I mean, you know, work 12 hours, and he didn't already got home. Now he got to work another 12 hours to whoop me, because I wasn't easy to whoop. I was going to run from here to there. I mean, I don't think I just sit there and get, you don't whoop your kid. Was it hard to whoop him? Thank you. There we go. It was hard to whoop us. We're not just going to sit. I knew it was coming. That's all it was. Yeah. Sit down, Johnny. There we go. The black belt. Yeah. I thought I had 3 of them at once. Well, we're not going to talk about that. So I went back in there, and I spread the peanut butter, and I said, Mom, hold on, I gotta use the restroom. So I went in there, and she said, no, come on in here. So I said, okay, Mom. And she went to talking, yada, yada, yada. And she said, drop your drawers. I said, it's go time. So I went on in there. I sat on over, I'm gonna use the stool, that's too tall for me. I sat on over there, and I dropped my drawers. And she said, what is that? You know, I'm shaking my legs. I'm shaking. I'm sorry, I do boo-boo. And my daddy come in, and he is like, my dad was kind of smart, so I think he already figured out once he saw me drop my drawers. My mom was like, there's no way you boo-booed on yourself. Like, you gonna sit here and question me. You see brown stuff on my boob. You see brown stuff on the drawers and still gonna ask me if I boo-booed on myself? Okay then. So she goes, and she says, KeyAndre, go to the bathroom. I said, okay then. So I go in the bathroom, I get ready to clean. I'm in there just laughing, looking in the mirror. Gotcha. So I'm in there, and I hear, KeyAndre, come here. At this point, I knew I messed up. So I come on back out, and she's smelling. I'm like, now, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm not finna smell these drawers to see if this peanut butter. She's not finna do that. So she starts smelling, and she says, KeyAndre, what is this? And I'm still, of course, playing A, I'm sticking with it. It's boo-boo, Mom. She says, KeyAndre, I'm gonna ask you one more time. At this point, if people ask you direct questions of what it is, they already know. So I said, it's boo-boo, Mom. I'm gonna ask you this one more time, KeyAndre. What is this? I said, it's peanut butter. So you mean to tell me that you went in there and grabbed my peanut butter that cost me $2.95? That's what you tell me? And it wasn't a great value, it was the Peter Pan. So you went in there, grabbed my peanut butter, and put it on your booty. I said, yeah. I was going to escape this whooping. Well, finish that story. I got the whooping still. Had to go to the store, buy new peanut butter, and then my daddy, he laughed so hard while he was whooping me. And he was just laughing, and he was whooping me. P, whack it, E, whack it, T, whack it, E. Y'all know what I'm spelling right now. Peter Pan, come on, y'all got this. And he just whooping and whooping. And that was probably the worst whooping I ever got. I mean, I can't even show y'all because this is a PG show, so we're going to keep that to myself. But it was probably the worst whooping I ever got. I got you. Y'all fish? Anybody here fish? I got you. You got a good fishing story? Is it funny? I think mine is. That's why I'm going to tell it. So, I went fishing with my white buddy from school. From work. And I realized fishing with white people is totally different. Like when I grew up fishing, I'm thinking we're going to go out there about 9 o'clock, sit on the pier, throw the fish out, throw the cast out, catch some fish. No. My buddy tells me, hey man, yeah, be at my house, Key, at 6 o'clock. Oh, 6 o'clock p.m.? No, 6 o'clock a.m. First mistake, what am I going to be at your house for 6 a.m.? He said, because we need to get the stuff together. I said, okay, man. So, 6 o'clock goes around, I'm at his house. And I see him come to the back. What am I there for? I'm ready to hop in the truck. I got my sandals and everything. And he said, come on to the back. I need you to help me get something out. We go back there to get a boat, strike one. What are we going to get the boat for, sir? He says, because we're going on the water to fishing. At this moment, number two, I knew I messed up. Because for one, I can't swim. For two, why didn't you tell me the full plan ahead of time? You just told me we was going fishing. So, okay, but what do? You got to see it through, my boy. So I help him, and I hook it up, and we get to going. And while we're driving the whole way, I'm like, why am I doing this? I do not know. So we get to this store. Funny story still, you guys are laughing. So we get to this store, and the people there, she was like, how are you guys doing today? And me, I'm very nice. I've never met a stranger, so I speak to everybody. I said, I'm doing good. How are you? She says nothing. Okay, that's fine. So my buddy walks in, and he says, I'm doing good. She said, oh, that's so good. Cool. So we go, and we get our breakfast, and we get ready to go out. So we come out, and she says, now y'all be safe out there. We're going to run that back. We're not going to act like you didn't just say that. I said, what do you mean, be safe? She says, oh, well, and just left it at that. Strike two. So we come out. By the way, I just keep it going. So we get back in the truck, and we get down there to go fishing, and we've got the boat unloaded, and he says, well, drive the truck back up to the top, and then come hop in the boat. You want me to step in the water? That's what you want done? You want me to step off dry land, walk in the water, and get on the boat? Okay, then we're going to see how this works. So we get in the boat, and we're going down the stream, and we get around the corner, and we done threw our fishing rods out by now, and I catch something. I said, okay, now we're talking. So I catch it, and we start reeling, and I start seeing these bubbles. People that fish already know what this is. I start seeing these bubbles rising up. I'm like, fish don't do that. What's going on here? And he's totally the other side. So he says, well, it's just keep going. So he said, just keep reeling it. So I keep reeling, and I'm reeling. And it starts to get a little bit tighter. And the bubbles keep coming though. So we keep on reeling it. And by this time, I realize this ain't no fish. So I don't know what it is. But he just tells me, keep on reeling. So we keep on reeling. And we reeling. And you guys realize I've been reeling for a long time. So I'm reeling, and it finally gets up, not all the way to the top, but the bubbles just start just start coming and coming. And y'all can go ahead and take a guess what it was. It was an alligator. Yes, it was. So by this time, I'm in a faint or flight situation. But I can't jump in the water because at the beginning, I can't swim. We on a boat, ain't nobody out there but me and him. What do I do? So I had my backpack on me, and I carry this. I have my permit, by the way, and I carry it. So I'm thinking the only way we're gonna get out of this is shoot this fish. I mean, shoot this alligator. So I'm getting ready to shoot, and he talking about, no, don't do that. Just pull it in. What? I said, you know what, at this point I realized he did this on purpose. He's trying to, he wants to be the #1 salesman at the job. So we start, and like the alligator is literally, guys, like right here at this point. And I'm like, brother, what do we do? And he says, well, just pull it in. He is being serious at this point. Like, why do y'all do stuff like that? Why? Because you're not gonna say pull it in, are you? You're not, y'all not. He said that because we in there. You're not gonna pull it over that. So, he can come to the cookout. So we finally put it in, and I got the lighter, and I light the thing, and it goes away. And he says, so we get to going down the thing, and he looks at me and he says, well, wasn't that fun? Yeah, after I have to change my drawers 4 times. Of course it was fun. Man, my name is KeyAndre Abara, and that's my time, guys. Thank y'all.
How about it? How about it? Was that all right? I thought he was going to tell us something, because some of us, now Regina, some of our folks, Roy, had them old long cane fishing poles, and what it had was like a little bob on it. You put it in the water and you look for it to go down, and when you see it go like that, you just pull it right on, take it on. But anyway, give it up for KeyAndre Abara from Marshall, Texas. All right, now if you want to get something to drink, right now is the time to do so, because we're getting ready to bring up our next artist. He's coming all the way from Houston, Texas. His name is Jesse Pake, and I'm going to tell you about Jesse. He appeared on Sirius XM Radio 45 Shades, performing live in the Carolina on Broadway as a national finalist for the Sway in the Morning Show comedy series.